Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying this Cravings by Chrissy Teigen. This is a Heavenly Coconut Key Lime Cake Mix. You can get these at Meijer. They are $7.99 each at Meijer. So to make this cake mix, you will need 2 eggs, half a cup of oil, and 3/4 cup water. You're also going to need 1 tablespoon of milk or water because we're going to be making a glaze. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then you want to choose which size pan you want. You can choose a 9x9, a 9-inch round, an 8-inch round, an 8x8 loaf, or cupcakes. Those are the choices that they give you. I chose a 9-inch round, and we bought these silicone
like mat things,
mats to put on the bottom so that you don't have to use parchment paper.
We'll see how well they work.
So we're going to try that out and see how well it works. So let's see what you. Oh, we also sprayed it. Kevin sprayed it with Baker's Joy spray because it has flour in it as well. Okay. So in this says it is the glaze. So we're going to set this aside because that's going to go on the top. This is your coconut. And then this is your key lime cake mix. So we want to set aside the glaze packet. In a large mixing bowl, combine the eggs, oil, and water. Now we want to add the cake mix to our wet ingredients. And then I'm going to add almost all of the coconut. So it says you can use all the coconut if you want, or you can reserve a little bit to add on top of your cake at the end, on top of the glaze. So I'm going to keep just a little bit, not much at all, for the glaze. There we go. I'm going to keep, that's probably what, a tablespoon that I'm going to keep for the glaze. And so mix this up. We're going to add our mixture to our pan. And then for a 9-inch pan, it says bake it for between 38 to 42 minutes. I'm going to set my timer for the low end, and I'm going to bake it for 38 minutes. But then I will let you know how long it actually took. This smells really good, by the way. It's a nice, strong lime smell. Our cake is completely cooled, so I'm going to take it out of here and put it on a plate.
So let's see how that thing worked. Oh, perfect.
It worked great. That's how it looks. Yeah, it worked fine. Okay, so now you want to make your glaze, and I do want to point out that the coconut that they give you is not like the coconut on the package. So it does say, Chrissy's pro tip, toast your coconut. Well, first of all, they could have given you toasted coconut. Second of all, even if we toasted the coconut, it's not going to look like that. These are little bitty particles of coconut. These are strings of coconut. That's like shreds of coconut. This is like little bits of coconut. So it's
dust.
So honestly, that picture is not fair on the front. They shouldn't have used that coconut because it's not what you get in the package. I'll have to point that out when they do that because it's, it doesn't match.
Yeah, it's a serving suggestion.
Right. So you want to take your, this is key lime glaze. And so you're going to take your glaze and you're going to take, it says you can use milk or water, and you're going to use 1 or more tablespoons. I'm going to start with 1, but then we'll see if we need to add more. And you're going to take a whisk and you're going to whisk it together. And with, when you're using powdered sugar, it does not take much liquid at all. So it's best to go in cautious and just use a little, and then you can add more if you need more, if you think it's necessary. And that's just going to depend on how runny you want your glaze or how thick you want your glaze. That seems just a hair. Just gonna add a little bit more. That wasn't even like a fourth.
That doesn't take much.
No. No, it doesn't take much at all, and you could ruin it. Okay, that looks good to me. So, this, if they had given you the option of using a bundt pan, I would have used a bundt pan because I would think it would have made it prettier. And I'm going to take our remaining coconut and I'm going to tap it all over the top. It's distributed by Cravings by Chrissy, and they are in New York. And it says for more recipes, you can visit www.cravings.com. It says as prepared, 1 piece, but listen, you're supposed to get 10 pieces. So the pieces are supposed to be a little smaller than what we have here. For a 10th, it is 310 calories prepared. This is, Kevin was saying as we were in between filming, this is different than most cake mixes because a lot of cake mixes you could put it in like a bundt pan, or you could put it in 2 8-inch rounds or 2 9-inch rounds.
Or make a 9x13 sheet cake.
Yes, this is not like
it's
that.
It's not that much cake.
This doesn't even suggest a 9x13 at all.
No, 8x8.
And you get 1 9-inch round, 1 8-inch round, or a loaf, an 8x8 loaf, or 19 to 22 cupcakes maybe. But this is not for $8. You are not getting the same amount. You're not getting as much cake in this as you would in like a Duncan Hines or something. Yeah. Okay.
That's why we didn't do it in a bundt pans, because it would have made a bundt cake about that thick.
Yeah, it would have been
a short bundt. It would have been a mini bundt. Mm-hmm. You could have done a mini bundt cake if you had the pans for it. It's a dense cake.
Mm-hmm. It says, lay it on the lime. Need a show-stopping dessert? Bursting with key lime flavor in both the cake and the glaze. This is quite literally the moistest, richest, but also wonderfully light key lime cake you'll ever taste. And all that key lime flavor, it's perfectly balanced with velvety coconut.
I disagree on a couple of those items.
Okay.
It's definitely not, what did it say, light?
Moist.
It's moist, it's dense. So it's definitely not light, but it also said something else. Richest and moistest cake. It's definitely not the richest, and it's not light. That's my two things. I like the flavor, okay.
I do like it. I really do.
Yeah, it's just a little packed in. It's like a little dense. I like the coconut and stuff.
I do, even though they only gave you enough glaze to
barely
really scrape the top of the cake, it adds a lot of sweetness to it, and it's just sweet enough that I think it's really good, and I do like it. It is very, very heavy and dense. So it's a heavier, denser cake than like your Duncan Hines, your Pillsbury, your Betty Crocker. Those are usually moister and fluffier, yes. And that's what they brag about, is being moist and fluffy. This really is a rich, dense, heavier key lime cake, but I do like it.
I like the flavors. It's sweet, but it's got that little tartness to it, just a little bit. It's really nice.
So I don't know if it's worth $8 for you. You will have to buy it and decide that. I know that that's a lot higher price than most people usually pay for a cake mix. That's expensive. So I don't know that this is for everybody, but I do think it is a really good key lime cake.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.